introduce you to the star of our demonstration. Can you all wave hello to Maverick for me?
Sea lions have called Denver Zoo home for many years, but recently we sent our sea lions to other institutions to house them while we redid their habitat. One of the biggest things that we redid is stuff that your average guest is not going to see because it's largely underground. We redid their life support system, or all the filtration and everything that goes into their water quality. So all of the pipes, the filtration, it's all really state-of-the-art. And the biggest thing is it actually allows us to have salt water for them out on our main habitats where the guests can see them. Before, we only had that in the pools that we had in back.
What do we do right here at DGCA to take the best care of our animals?
All 4 of our sea lions are California sea lions, so they're largely found on the Pacific coast of North America. There are other species of sea lions out there, and they're all in the pinniped group, which includes seals, sea lions, and walruses. Lucy, who's our oldest sea lion, she was born at another institution and came to us when I think she was about 5 or so. She gave birth to 2 of our other sea lions who were born here, Gunnison and Addie. And then our 4th sea lion is going to be Maverick, and he's actually a rescued animal. He was found on the beaches of California as a young sea lion. He was emaciated, he was very skinny, he needed rescuing. They brought him into a rescue facility, they nursed him back to health, and then they released him back out into the ocean. Unfortunately, a couple months later, they found him once again. He had lost all of the weight he had put on him, so they deemed him non-releasable at that point. And so he came to live with us because he ultimately didn't have the skills to survive on his own, and now he functions as an ambassador.
And helps us all remember how important it is to keep our oceans healthy.
We work with our sea lions largely through training, through positive reinforcement, and one of the most important things for ultimately taking better care of them is to do husbandry behaviors, and that basically means participate in your own health care. They are always choosing to be a part of that, so that can mean all sorts of different things. Simply getting a good look at their entire body, whether that's looking at their teeth inside their mouth or underneath their flippers, are all behaviors we can ask for. A lot of things that we can do all voluntarily where they choose to be there, and at any point in time, if they don't feel comfortable, they can say, nope, I don't feel this today.
Thankfully, Tiffany and I have very positive relationships with all of our sea lions, so generally they choose to participate in these training sessions.
So the first thing we need to teach a sea lion to do, whether they're a rescued animal or a baby who's just starting to eat fish, is just learn how to politely eat from us. The next thing we teach them is to do what we call a target. So a target could be touching a buoy at the end of a stick or our fist, and they learn to put their nose on that and just hold that so we can give them then direction. So everything is broken down into tiny little steps, and then we build on it over time for almost every behavior, whether it's a fun behavior you're seeing during a demonstration or a husbandry behavior or anything else in between. Probably started as a target in some way.
You can even ask them to roll over to be able to check their entire underside as well. Or he might roll over completely, that works too. Good job, buddy.
And we do training throughout their entire life, every single day, because they actually like it. They love doing it, in fact. They will actually sometimes be like, I'm not really hungry right now, but I will still do everything you're asking me to do, because they get engaged, they like to learn new things just like humans do.
This is a little bit of that choice and control I was talking about earlier. Maverick is free to do what he wants during this session, and he is saying that I like to play with this ball. And that's totally okay. We want him to make those choices.
So one of the biggest things that we did with conservation for California sea lions this year is there is an event called a red tide this year. Now this happens a lot, but this year it happened earlier and in a much bigger way than we normally see. That red algae gives off a neurotoxin called domoic acid. It's a neurotoxin that has a huge impact on animals, including marine mammals. And so the rescue organizations out in California were inundated with patients that were elephant seals, California sea lions, dolphins, many that just needed help. And so they had so many that they needed more hands on deck. So they were able to call out institutions like Denver Zoo Conservation Alliance and ask for help to send the people who work with sea lions on a regular basis and know how to work with them out to help. So we were actually able to send 10 employees out, including vets, vet techs, and animal care specialists to help them out with that effort. Another thing that we do is we help promote the Seafood Watch, By eating seafood that comes from sustainable sources, we're helping to make sure fish populations are really nice and strong. So there's plenty out there for animals who can't eat a hamburger like we can. Sea lions need to eat fish, otherwise they'll get very sick. So we are able to help by just promoting stuff like that. Come out and check out our sea lions. Just by being here, you guys are not only helping support efforts like sending us out to help with rescue efforts when needed, but also helping animals that live throughout the world, really. So thank you guys for supporting Denver Zoo Conservation Alliance.
Stay elevated by subscribing to the city's YouTube page and stay tuned to our social media channels for more content. Don't miss our new episodes of Elevating Denver, premiering each month. Thanks for watching, Denver.